Hi, I'm Kate Howell. I teach the relaxation chair yoga class at the headache unit for Jefferson Methodist Hospital. Yoga is a combination of mindful breathing and mindful movement. In the last video, we explored mindful breathing. And in this video, we'll explore some breathing once again in combination with mindful movement. So come on up to sit. And again, make sure that you feel grounded in your seat. So you want a firm connection of feet to floor, and it's best if you can stack the knees right over the ankles and root your sitting bones into your seat. If you have the energy to come forward and sit perched on the front edge of your seat, I recommend that you do that because that will give you a greater range of movement and more freedom with the breath. But if you feel really fatigued and you're exploring movement today, you'll do what you can and rest your back against the chair back. Wherever you are, come on up to sit. Grounding down into your feet, knees over ankles, rooting down into your sitting bones. Stack your rib cage right over your pelvis and let your shoulders fall right over your hip points. Feel length all the way through the back of the body, through the back of the neck, up and out through the crown of the head. Relax your face and relax your jaw. Now take a moment, draw the breath in slowly through the nostrils. Open the mouth and let this breath out with a sigh. Again, that way. Inhale slowly through the nostrils. Open the mouth and let the breath out with a sigh. Once again, inhale slowly through your nostrils. And let that breath out with a sigh. So fully arriving in this room, in this moment. And bringing all awareness to the breath, noticing the rhythm. Noticing if the breath has a particular quality. And feeling the subtle movements in the physical body as air passes through. Direct your awareness down low to your belly. And as you draw breath in, look for a feeling of expansion there. As you exhale, letting the breath out, feel the navel sink in towards the spine. Let that breath go. And continue to breathe a few rounds of breath with awareness down low, not just in the belly, but also the low back and the sides of the body. And after a few rounds, expand that awareness of your breath to include not just your low belly, but also your rib cage. Inhaling, navel rises, side ribs spread wide. Exhale, side ribs soften in towards center and the navel drifts towards the spine. And continue to breathe with awareness, low in the belly and in the rib cage. Feeling that momentum. After a few rounds of breath, expand that awareness to include not just the belly and the ribs, but also the heart space. Inhale, expand, navel rises, side ribs spread wide. And now the sternum, the breastbone, lifts away from the heart, the collarbones broaden. As you exhale, empty out, sternum softens towards the heart, side ribs settle in. Navel drifts towards the spine, squeezing empty. And continue to breathe with all of this awareness. The full container of the torso, expanding with inhale and releasing with exhale. Totally relax the jaw and make sure that the expression of the face is soft. You can always close the eyes or keep a soft focus away from the screen, so on something that's not moving, in order to relax the eyes and to soften the skin around the eyes. Now we'll begin with a little bit of self-massage here. So take the hands and rub them together, create some friction, some warmth. You might need to rub them fast to make more heat between the hands. And then you'll just take your hands up the heels of the hands towards your eyes, and you don't even have to touch your face. Feel the heat radiating from your hands towards your eyes. And then gently, light touch, not pressing firmly into the eyes, just placing the hands on the face to feel the warmth from the hands. And releasing the arms, kind of roll the shoulders, broadening the collarbones and opening up through the chest. Now you can start on either side. If you're mirroring me, you'll use your right hand and you'll just take that right hand and bring the knuckles up to the spot right under the ear. And you feel that there's kind of a bone there, a skull bone. You're going to go right beneath that bone and not putting a lot of pressure here at all. Very gentle with your knuckles. Drag the knuckles from the ear down towards the collarbone. Not a lot of pressure. Very slow. It's like you're ironing out this soft tissue, smoothing it out. And once you get to the collarbone, you're going to do it again, bringing the knuckles up beneath the ear, but this time bring that hand back just a little bit towards the back of the head, and then begin a very slow, gentle pressure, smoothing out this soft tissue from just the base of that skull bone down towards the collarbone. And being mindful here to relax the shoulder as much as possible. Once you get down to the collarbone, you can't go any further. You'll come again up, but this time a little bit more towards the back of the head. So you're just putting your knuckles there, right under the bone, and gently, gently smoothing out, very slow and patient movement down to the base of the neck. And then let that go and release your arm for a moment. Now we're going to do the same thing again. And I know it's so slow, so you really have to cultivate some patience. Now this time, I'm going to take that soft fist, just those two knuckles right under the ear. And as you start to drag the knuckles down away from the ear, let your opposite ear drift towards the opposite shoulder. So if you're working with your right hand, it'll be left ear towards left shoulder, or vice versa. Letting the weight of the head fall away from this movement. And once you come down to the collarbone, you can't go any further. You'll start again, coming up, but moving that right hand back just a little bit behind the ear. And then again, letting the head drift to the left, drifting away from that movement. And one more time, starting again at the base of the skull, but this time moving back a little bit further towards the back of the head. And very slow and sustained, sliding the knuckles down. And letting go of the arm. Drift your head on top. You can even use your left hand on the left side of your face to float your head upright and let it go. Roll your shoulders forward and up, back, and down. Moving to the other side. So whatever side you just did, you'll do the opposite. Again, that soft fist. Two knuckles right beneath the ear. Slow drag down towards the collarbone. Taking your time. No rush. As you start again, you'll move your hand back just a little bit towards the back of your head. Again, dragging the knuckles down, smoothing out. And even though you are holding the weight of that arm, trying to release the shoulder as much as you can. Once again, this time even further towards the back of your head, smoothing out that soft tissue. Okay, let it go and release the arm and just let that arm get a rest. And now we'll start again. Now this time we're going to incorporate a stretch for the neck. So taking your hand right underneath the ear, you're gonna go nice and slow, not a lot of pressure, and allow your right ear to drift towards your right shoulder so the head is falling away from the movement. And just know that if this doesn't feel appropriate, don't do it. Everything that I offer is an invitation, and you can choose to explore with curiosity, to adapt the movement as it feels most appropriate for you, or to opt out. Each time you start again, massaging the neck down towards the collarbone, you move your hand back just a little bit further towards the back of the head. And then release, carefully floating your head up, and you can always use a hand to assist. So allowing the hands to rest on the thighs, gently roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down to create a little bit more space across the chest. Now we'll take both hands up and we'll bring the hands to the back of the head, but right there at the very base of the skull. So be gentle with yourself, but feel around with your fingertips and find the bone again. So the very base of the skull. And now you'll bring your hands kind of towards one another back there, and without digging in, not a lot of pressure, just finding that soft spot, little triangular soft spot, right at the base of the skull, right where the neck meets the skull, the cervical vertebrae up here, vertebrae, spine meets the skull. You're not going to put a lot of pressure there. You're just going to give it a light touch. Like you can feel the pads of the fingers on your skin. And you're just going to do a little circular movement. It's like you want to move the skin over the nerves and over the bone in a circular movement, not digging in, keeping the neck nice and long, and breathing that full and deep breath. And then circle the other way, nice and easy, just kind of moving the skin over the bone, very gentle. Now you're going to keep your hands this way back there. The fingertips are just about touching. And right at the base of your skull, you're going to start to move your hands away. It's a very smooth and slow movement, massaging from the spine outward. And when you get to this spot, like under the ears, you're going to do it again. This time, move your hands down just a little bit. You don't want to push on the spine. So on that those bony protrusions are your vertebrae, but on one on either side, just very gentle touch. Smoothing out from either side of the spine, outward to the space underneath the ears. Okay, go nice and slow. And finally, when you're ready, let that go and release your arms. Roll your shoulders forward and lift up. Roll your shoulders back and release down. And we'll keep doing that. Inhale, roll forward, lift up. Exhale, roll back and release down. Roll forward, lift up. Roll back and release down. Now let's try and incorporate that mindful breathing with this movement. With the inhale, draw the shoulders forward and lift up. With the exhale, roll the shoulders back and release down. Inhale, forward, lift up. Exhale, back, release down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Now change direction. Go back and up as you inhale. Forward and down as you exhale. And allowing the hands to just kind of slide up and down the thighs without clinging or gripping. Being mindful here of the face and the jaw. You always know you can close the eyes. After a few rounds, letting all of that go, shrug your shoulders up high beside your ears and release your shoulders down and feel that length through the back of the neck. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face. Now, again, a little bit more massage. You'll take either side you can start on. If you're mirroring me, maybe you'll take your left hand to the right side of your chest. So noticing where that breastbone is, the sternum, and then just off center of that, fingertips, gentle pressure, smoothing up and towards the shoulder. Very gentle. And then moving back to center, but down just a little bit, smoothing up and towards the shoulder. And one more time, sternum, but down just a little bit further, smoothing out these chest muscles up and towards the shoulder. Now taking hold of some of the flesh up here. This is the trapezius muscle, so it holds on to a lot of tension when the weight of the head is coming forward, if we're sitting over a desk or keyboard, as many of us are a lot of the time. So go ahead and take hold of this flesh. And it may be hard to grab. You can lift your shoulder a little bit and try and grab hold. It's like you want to peel the skin away from the bone a little bit and lift up. And just notice the sensation. Try not to grip through that arm. Just relax, relax as much as you can. And then release that holding. You're going to slide your left hand down to the meaty part of the shoulder, right here where the upper arm meets the bone, the upper where the upper arm bone meets the shoulder bones, the clavicle and the shoulder blade back behind. And it's this meaty part here. Okay, you're going to hold on to with your hand like you're wearing a mitten. You're just going to give it a little squeeze and a little circular movement, a little massage, and then move your hand down, a little squeeze and a little massage, and move your hand down towards the elbow, little squeeze, little massage, and sweep down the arm. 1, 2, and 3, and let that go. Just notice, breathe. If you have a little bit more awareness on the right side of your body, the side that just got massaged. When you're ready, you can take as long as you need here. You'll go over to the other side. So you're going to bring your right hand to the breastbone, the sternum, find the bone, and then move just off center of it to the left. You're going to smooth up and over to that shoulder. And then come back to the center, to the breastbone, and you'll smooth up and over to the shoulder. And then again, but down a little bit, up and over to the shoulder, smoothing out tension here. And then take your right hand and hold on to the left side. This is the trapezius muscle here. You want to get a little handful of it. It's like you're wearing a mitten or you have a little crab cruncher claw, and you'll give it a little squeeze and lift like you want to peel the skin off of the bone. Or you can imagine, you know, how mama cats hold on to their baby kittens by the scruff of the neck. It's kind of like what you're trying to do to yourself here. And breathing into any sensation that arises here. Right? Breathing into a little bit of discomfort. And let it go. And slide your hand down now towards the meaty part of the shoulder up here. This is the rhomboid. It's a little bit of a meaty kind of grip. So you're going to take your hand, that mitten hand again, give it a squeeze and a circular movement. And then slide your hand down the upper arm, squeeze and a little circular movement. Down a little bit, squeeze and a little circular movement, and then sweep down the arm once, twice, 3 times. Let it go. and come to sit. Now feel again, come right back to your breath, like the way you started. Feel your belly, your rib cage, and your heart space all expanding with breath. And feel release. Each exhale, feel the full cycle. Okay, again, we're gonna roll the shoulders forward and up, back and release down, and feel that space across the chest. Now go the other way. Inhale the shoulders back and up. Exhale forward and down, creating some space behind the heart. Lift your shoulders high and release your shoulders down. Now release your right arm down and bring the arm to a T with the palm spinning up, and then turn the thumb down and bring that arm right in. Flip the palm and sweep the arm up. Reach through the fingertips the whole length of that movement. Turn your thumb down, bring the arm close in. Sweep the arm up and stay. And then bend at your elbow and perch your fingertips right on your shoulder. You'll lift this right elbow high and draw a circle, big circle. Take your time, moving with your breath rhythm, making the circle as large as you can, but not forcing, just finding the full range of your own movement. And after a few rounds, change direction, circle back and down, forward, lift up. Take your time. Notice sensation. Hear the little internal shifts, cracks, and pops. And bringing that arm way out to a T. You'll turn your thumb down and slide the back of your hand to your low back, right here. Now, move it as far as you can towards this right hip, towards this left hip. If it comes over here, that's fine if that's the end range of your movement. But if you have a little bit further to go, move a little bit further. So everyone will be a little bit different depending on the range of movement. Ground your feet, ground your seat, sit nice and tall and breathe. And let this shoulder here really relax and soften down. You can stay with your gaze right out in front of you, or drift your left ear towards your left shoulder and breathe, opening up that right side of the neck even further. Relaxing your face and your jaw. And you can stay there, or tucking your chin, look down past the left shoulder towards the floor beside you. Keep your breath moving, smooth and steady. And when you're ready to come out, shift your gaze towards the screen once again, and floating your head up, you can use your left hand to assist if you'd like, and release that right arm. Roll the shoulder as you let it go. Come to sit nice and tall. Coming over here to this left side. Sweep the left arm up as you inhale. Turn the thumb down. Bring the arm close in with your exhale. Flip the palm, sweep the arm out and up. Turn the thumb down. Bring the arm close in. Inhale, sweep the arm out and up. Exhale, thumb turns down. Bring the arm close in. Flip the palm, sweep the arm out and up. And bend the elbow, fingertips perch to the shoulder. Lift your elbow point high and draw a giant circle here in the air beside you. Nice and slow. Take your time and move with breath. Notice sensation. Notice any internal clicks or shifts. After a few rounds, change direction. Go the opposite way. Dropping that elbow down and circling it forward and up and all the way around. Finally, opening the arm out wide to a T and turn the thumb down towards the floor. Slide the back of the hand behind your low back. Now sit up nice and tall and bring the back of your hand as far back as you can go without forcing, but again, find the range of your movement. So if it comes all the way towards your right hip, that's great. And if it's over here by your left, that's great too. Wherever you land is where you land. Relax the left shoulder down as much as you can and sit up tall. And you can stay here and breathe. This may be very intense. Or if you need more sensation, you'll allow your right ear to drift towards your right shoulder and breathe into the left upper chest. Be careful here not to bring your right shoulder up to your ear, but just to allow the weight of the head to fall heavy. And you can stay or tuck the chin and look down past the right shoulder if that feels appropriate. Breathing into sensation and intensity. Smoothing out breath. And when you're ready, gazing towards the screen, float your head through center. You can use your hand on the side of the face to assist and release the left arm. Roll both shoulders forward, up, back, and release down. Release both arms and bring your arms out and up, taking the hands to the back of your head. Press the back of your head into your hands, elbows open wide. Slide the shoulder blades into the body and drift them down. And grow tall through the back of the neck. Try and keep the elbows wide here as you breathe. Breathe with awareness down low in the belly and awareness into the side ribs, expanding with each inhale and completely releasing with each exhale. Now you have the option to stay right here or inhale, sit tall, and exhale, drift your right elbow towards your right hip. This will create more length on the left side of your body. Keeping that left foot grounded, left sitting bone grounded. Keeping your abdominal muscles engaged here so the spine is long. And opening up the whole left side. As you're ready, float right up through center and exhale, left elbow towards left hip, arms wide, breathing into the entire right side of the body. Elbows open, collarbones broad. Keep your breath moving and stay grounded through your right side. As you're ready, rise up slowly to center and exhale to release your arms. And we'll take a very gentle twist to the right. Left hand to the right thigh, right hand behind you on your seat. Sit tall and open your heart towards the right side. Relax both shoulders down and relax your face. Inhale, exhale to unravel, coming through center. Inhale here and exhale, twisting to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand to outer left thigh. Keeping the spine long and upright, opening the heart to the left. Inhale and exhale, unravel, coming through center. Inhale here and exhale out with a sigh. Inhale slow through the nostrils. Exhale out with a sigh. Inhale slowly through the nostrils. Open the mouth and let it out with a sigh. gather your hands to your heart. It could be palm to palm or one over the other. Feel the heartbeat, feel the movement of breath. Invite a feeling of gratitude. Thank yourself for making time to move and breathe today.